I just finished taking a walk around the building because I wanted to get one last little bit of sunlight and fresh air before the sun sets because I've been in here like about 7 hours working. And I usually know like if I work for like 6 or 7 and I don't see the sun or don't see any like non-fluorescent lights, by the time it'll get to like 10, 11, I'll start to like, I don't know, my brain will just literally shut down because it don't be knowing what time of day it is. But got some fresh air, feeling good, about to work another like 5 or so hours, then go to sleep. But while I was walking around the building, it reminded me that literally I was about to get evicted from this joint. And I never really told anybody besides my brother because I think he might have loaned me some bread. But back in late November, early December, bro, I was dead broke. I didn't have the money that I needed to pay my rent. So like I was a month and a half late on rent. I think I'd only paid $1,000 in November, and then December rolled around, I think, and I hadn't paid my rent. So they sent me like usually if you when I wait till the 15th, they'll be like, hey, pay your fucking rent. Then they'll send me another reminder. They'll call me, and then they'll knock on the door, right? And usually I do a good job of like, all right, if I get that call, then let me go ahead and pay this rent and use the bread the right way. So it had gotten to the point where I was 2 months behind basically. And they had started the process, like quote unquote eviction process. So my lady that manages the properties, she messaged me and she's like, she had sent me like an email or two. I was getting anxiety, so I didn't open them like a freaking dickhead. And she was like, hey, you have reached the delinquency period. You're formally, this lease is terminated. We're going to charge you this fee for termination of your lease. Have all of your stuff. It was Friday. She said, have all of your stuff out by, it was a holiday on Monday. I don't know what holiday it was, but it was a holiday on Monday. She said, have all of your stuff out by Tuesday. So I'm walking around the building. I'm like, what am I going to do? I call my lady, Yolanda, and I was like, hey, my bread has been a little bit tight. Like I'll be able to come up with the bread soon. Like I have a plan. I'm gonna do a Kickstarter campaign. That Kickstarter campaign is family and friends. People are gonna donate, and then I have the money to pay the rent, and I'll get back on schedule, and I'll be making my payments on time. Like you can either kick me off of this lease, and like make me move this whole studio. I literally don't know what I would have done. Make me move this whole studio, and you have to find a whole new tenant. Mind you, I've been here for 3 years or so. Or you can like just give me a chance. And she said, like, unfortunately, it's above me. Like, there's nothing that I can do. It's past the delinquency period. You got to have all your shit out by Tuesday. So I'm like, who makes the decisions? Like, who's this leasing person that has these policies that will determine like when you're in the delinquency period? And she said, well, Kate is our property like manager, contract manager. You can try to shoot her an email and let her know your situation and let her know your plan to get back into the right period. But honestly, like I don't really know like if there's anything that she can really do for you. And I'm like, okay, thanks. Like, do you have her email? She was like, yeah, this is her email. Wrote her email down. So I call my brother and I'm like, hey, like, bruh, I'm about to get kicked off of this lease, bruh. Like, I was low-key stressing. I was nervous because I was like, dang, if I get kicked out, my number one thing is don't get, like, if you have the studio, you have inventory. If you have inventory, you can make money. If I lose this studio, this is my crib, by the way. I sleep in this studio, or this warehouse or whatever. I'm like, game over. Like all the games that I've been playing, like surviving in advance and day to day. If you lose the studio, it's over. So I was like, how can I do this? If I email her, she's not gonna respond till Tuesday, and I'm already gonna be delinquent. They're gonna get some people to come grab my shit. So I told my brother, like, hey, if I can find a way to get her phone number, can you loan me the bread that I need to pay a little bit today, and then I will come up with the rest of the bread. He was like, I got you. I can give you a band. Mind you, I owed like three, four bands. So I Googled her name, found her name on the on the company website. It's 4:30. I'm like, I gotta call her right now. Call, expecting to get a voicemail. She answers. I'm like, hey Kate, I've been in this building for 2.5, 3 years. I've always paid my rent. You can check my my profile. Like right now, we're in a little bit of a slum in the business. I'm doing a family and friends Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign. I'll be able to get back on the right plan. And like she was talking to me, and like I hear her make a big sigh, and she's like, "What's your plan?" And I was like, "Well, I can pay this $1,000 today, and then give me till January the 15th. The Kickstarter ended on the 19th. I said, give me till January the 15th and I'll be able to pay the remaining balance, January's rent, and then I'll be on track to pay February 1st. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna find a way. Hear a big sigh on the phone. She was like, all right, send this to me via email so I can have it on file. And I guess that's what we'll do. Like, best of luck to you. I hope that you can figure it out. So I get off the phone, tell my brother to Apple Pay me the bread. He Apple Pays me, paid him. Then I started the Kickstarter campaign. We raised that $44K that we needed to like purchase some inventory, pay down some debt, and then pay the rent for the studio. And like at that time, walking around the studio, walking around the building, I was like, bruh, I'm fucked. And I literally told myself, just get to the next day. The world that you create is the world that you will live in. Your belief is as good as reality. I could have given up back in November, December. I could have given up. Could have said, I guess I got to move all my shit out by Tuesday. Moved out, gave up on the business. But because I was so fucking stubborn and like refusing to give up, I fucked around and made it work. And we're here in June, still in business. Still got like, still not struggling, but still very much so like got monkeys on my back, and I'm fighting to keep they growing and continuing to grow and like advancing the business. But I made it to June, 6 months. The business was supposed to be shut down in December. Back in November. Business was supposed to be shut down in January when we had 1 day left on the Kickstarter campaign and we had 10 bands to raise. It's just a reminder that like I gotta keep going, just find a way to get to the next day. I was walking around the building and I literally was like, I did that and I can do more. Any challenges that I'm facing right now, a year from now, I'll look back and say, hey, I got through those challenges. It's just left for me to keep a level head and identify problems and solutions. There's no unsolvable problem. There might be a very painstaking and teeth pulling like outcome or things that need to be done in order to make that happen. May need to sell the clothes on my back or be on the street slinging clothes and merchandise, but it's still a solution. You're never out. You're never down and out. The second that you give up, you're out the game. But as long as you keep that mindset and mentality that you can keep going, as long as you have the energy and the desire and the belief in yourself that you're supposed to be on this path, I believe deep inside, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like there's nothing else that I would rather be doing, and this is what I was created to do. Like this is a chapter in my book, and I have to see it through. So yeah, like me walking around the building, getting some sunlight and fresh air reminded me that I can do whatever I put my mind to. There's been so many things that I've done to get to where I am right now. There's been so many times where I was supposed to be out the game, but I just refused to get off the sticks. I said, I'm not getting off the sticks. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that, bro. We got a Juneteenth event coming up on June the 19th. We're gonna try to do another event at the end of this month. We got Mafia Con in Buffalo. I think that'll be a big event for us, July 19th. And then the season starts and we can start really running it up with the Bills Mafia, where our ads are starting to spank now. I've been doing this 40% off ad that's been spanking. I ran it on Black Friday and I've been running it back again, but for Juneteenth. And like people want to purchase the product, you just have to give them a really good offer. You have to have something that speaks to them. I literally say like, hey, if you've seen this ad, you probably my peoples. And because you my peoples, I got to look out for you. We need more people like you wearing the brand. So for a limited time, we're going to give you 40% off with the code Big Cousin at checkout. And folks are seeing that ad and they like, Hell yeah, like I rock with you, bro. Like you saying who you represent, who you're for, without even having to explicitly say it, without having to be cheesy or without having to alienate anybody. So I'm just gonna keep taking that approach, keep swinging, and speaking from the core, because that's what'll resonate and vibrate the strongest to the tribe and the people that support what I'm doing. So yeah, another week, another opportunity. We gonna keep pushing, keep getting better. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all have a great day on purpose, and don't forget to be the difference. Many try, few succeed. Many follow, few lead, and many live, but few leave a legacy. I'll catch y'all later.